Hi everyone, Cynthia Toussaint at Women in Pain Nation with a thought of the day. So it's spring, and John, my partner John of 46 plus years, he came to me the other day, and he told me about two guys on social media, which I'm really not into, but he knew he was going to catch my interest. And he said there are these two guys who have some kind of show where they do top 10 lists, and evidently one's very funny, and they have great lists, and he piqued my interest, and he really piqued my interest when he said that one of the guys said to the other, "What are the top 10 things that people regret on their deathbeds?" Wow. So I started guessing, and I had a number of correct guesses, maybe three. And then John said what he knew was going to get me. He said, they regret not having a child. That was a blow to my stomach, because if you're a woman in pain like me, you probably didn't have a choice. You probably could not have a child. And that destroys a person's life. The saddest time in our lives was after the happiest time. John and I decided to have a baby, and then just after that, I was told that I had to have a LEAP procedure where they cut out a little part of the cervix. Later I was told it was not necessary, but in the meantime it had spread my CRPS, my complex regional pain syndrome, to my cervix. I could not have a child, and it destroyed my life in so many other ways. It was a mess. So I grieved at that time, and for many years I grieved. Most of our friends had left us because of my illness, but when I saw couples our age, they generally had a baby or babies, children, and that was horrific to see. I mean, forever it seemed like everybody was either pregnant or having a baby, or they had a baby. The grieving's never stopped, but it's changed. Now I grieve that adult child that never was, that person who would have been my life, our lives. I never got to be a mommy. What a thing to have taken away. And most of our friends are women in pain, so they're like us in that they couldn't have children. So the heartbreak is there. But we went out with a couple from college the other day, and they were talking a lot about their daughter, who we love, and who is really their life. And they were gorgeous people, wonderful friends. The only people who stayed with us from pre-CRPS. The pain was so extreme because we don't have that adult child. I don't have that relationship. That person, that reason for living, it's a dark world. You need a reason for living, and we don't have that. So I'm grieving that person. I'm grieving the grandchildren that we might have had, that we didn't have a choice about. So it's not a regret. It's a fucking anger, that we don't get to make the most important choices. We don't get to do the most important things as women in pain. It's spring. It's a time for rebirth. It's a time of sadness here, and for a lot of women in pain. And I'm wondering, what do you do in the comment section below to survive not being able to have a child? What is a basic human right? What do you do just to survive that? Are you an aunt? I didn't get to be that. Did you get to sort of adopt, other kids? Do you get to volunteer somewhere with kids? Are you important in a child's life? How do you survive it? I'll be curious as to your comments. And I send you all love, and I sign off. Women in Pain Nation, Cynthia Toussaint. I'm Cynthia Toussaint. This is Women in Pain Nation, and I'll see you again really soon. Okay. Be good and enjoy the weather and tulips.